In this activity, we're going to look at how to cut out our next piece in the CAD CAM teamwork activity in your activity guide. And so what you're going to do is you're going to need to open up the Fabricus program. And the Fabricus program is used to actually design parts. The mill program is used to run the machine, to send the program over to the machine for it to cut it out. So here, it's going to ask us in our activity guide to open up a file. And so what we want to do is we want to go to File, Open, and navigate to our student folder and our period and CNC mill and open up the item named deskorg.fbs. And what you should see on your screen should be similar to the picture in number 4 in your activity guide. And so what you're going to need to do here is we're going to go to the Edit button and we're going to go to Stocks. Stocks is the parts that you cut from. And we want to check and make sure that what we see here is accurate. So what we're looking at is the different pieces that you can cut from, and we're going to need to make sure that the piece that we're using, this is going to be slightly different than what you see in your binder, is that the X, the length of the part is 4 inches, the Y is the width, it's 2 inches, and the thickness of this piece is actually going to be a 1/2 inch. So we're going to cut out something that looks the same as what's shown here, except that we're going to be using a piece that's thinner. So we can go in and change those, and once we're done we can click OK. And so all that happened is we made our piece thinner. Didn't change the size, it just zoomed out. So that's all that happened just now. So we want to make sure we have the right size stock to cut from. Once we have done that, then we're going to look at this shape from different points of view. So up here at the top of the screen, we can select different options to be showing the object from different points of view. So we can look at it from the top, we can look at it from the side, we can look at the object from the front, we can look at it from an angle like this. So what we want to do is we want to be able to see all the views, and that's this first button here, the toggle views. So we can look at it from the top, 3D, the front, and the side views all on one screen. So it's the same object, just from a different perspective, different point of view. So if you're turning it and looking at it, it will be viewed a different way. So what we're looking at here is we're looking at our parts, and we're looking at how it's going to get cut out, how it should look once it's cut. So it's showing us that part. So once we have seen the part and we've viewed it from different views, then it's asking us to go through and to save this file to be used on the CNC mill software. So when you go to the File menu, in order to save this and use it in the mill program, you're going to need to go to Export to GM file. And that GM file is a special kind of file that allows us to run the mill. It'll have the program in a way that the mill can understand that file. So we're going to go to our student folder, we're going to go to our period, and we're going to go to the mill, and you're going to save your file with the activity number after it. So your last name and then the lesson that you're working on after it. So once you have saved that file, then you'll be able to open it in the mill program, and you'll use the same directions that you used before to run the mill.